Hello, folks. So, because we have to self-isolate, I am currently going through a period where I want to start learning to stretch. I've been needing to do it for so long, longer than I can imagine. I can be very tight sometimes, and I also want to learn how to do the splits. So I have been practicing the last, I'd say, couple of days. When the thought came into my head, I went and bought a mat, bought myself a lovely selfie light so I can put everything up. And yeah, so I am going to film my progress. So I'm very new to all of this. And I'm someone that isn't flexible. So I'll show you, if I want to get, I'm a bit sweaty because I just did a workout and I'm a bit sweaty. So if I want to get into the splits right now, I'm probably here. Here? It's not too bad, is it? So I need to stretch out. So yeah, let's do this. So what I'm doing is I'm opening up my hips. I've been looking a lot on YouTube as well, and tutorials, and I know that you're supposed to open up your hips to for your body to enable to get into the position of the splits. I think I could probably do it in I don't even know, maybe if I was consistent a week or two. But yeah, this is very, very, very tight. However, a few days ago I wasn't able to do this, by the way. So this is definitely an improvement. And I'm kind of rolling into the movement as well because it helps me push. Shit. Whew. This is stretching out my hamstring. Whew. I feel this in my heel. And all here. Ow. Don't forget to do it on both sides. I'm definitely a lot less flexible on my right than I am on my left. Don't know why that is. I have no idea why that is. Whew. But it's definitely easier than the other days that I've been doing this. That hurts. Okay. I was not able to even do this 2 days ago. So it's definitely helped. Plus I just trained, so I'm a little bit warmer, which also will help. this hip here is tight. I need to unlock it somehow. Unlock it, I don't know how. So here, I can feel the stretch all along the back of my legs. Feels good, but very, very sore. And you just have to push yourself as well. It's like being in the gym, you know, you have to like mentally be into it. Definitely this leg is more difficult. Definitely. Off. Definitely this hamstring is tighter and this hip is tighter. So I've got like opposite things going on right now. And I've also started seeing a physio since we can't do anything. I can also get some tips from him. He will also be able to tell me how or why certain areas are tighter than others. He's been loosening me up as well. He actually, maybe because of this hamstring, he did some dry needling in my left hamstring. So I'm guessing that's probably why it's a little bit looser. And he did some like, I don't even know what it was called, like scraping fascia basically with that kind of, that tool. So I'm guessing that that's what's probably loosened up my left hamstring maybe. Very, very good. It was, and the dry needling is fun. I feel this in my feet. I feel this in my feet. My leg is shaking. Okay. Yes, way better, less tight. Did like 15 pulses of bringing it back. Oh. This leg's so much more difficult. I'm just stretching out my glutes as well. Last step here. Whew. Who knew stretching would hurt so much, right? Especially when you're so unflexible. Yeah, you can see in this how much this is bent. I can't really straighten it out unless it was here, because my body would be up more. This is a very good stretch as well. I can feel this all in my calves and hamstring. And I can't quite put my feet on the floor yet. I'm kind of pulsing it on the floor though, because it should help. Oh, fuck. Now they're on the floor. Fucking hell. That hurts. I think calf pain is like one of the worst feelings. Like, no, I miss my mouth. Like, you know when you get a massage and then they massage your calves and you're like, that fucking hurts. Worst pain. So this is quite painful. Stretching them out basically feels like the same. Oh. Oh my god. It hurts so much, man. But one thing I do realise when you are stretching is that it really relieves tension. Like, so much. Like, my body feels relaxed afterwards, and I'm not just saying that. I never believed it until I started doing it these last few days, and I'm like, even now it's been my third time of stretching and I feel better. Like, I genuinely feel better in terms of like the way that I move, and the stretches that I'm getting into now are a lot easier. Okay, one more time. hold each pose for like, each stretch for like 20, 30 seconds. And then obviously extending it as I get better. But right now, okay, and stretch the back. Okay. Oh my God. Honestly, it's more painful than it looks because I'm not flexible at all. It's like doing a set when you're training. Obviously, I'm very used to training. I'm not used to stretching. So it's the same thing, you know. Like doing a set. So I'm doing like 3 sets of everything. Okay. I'm going underwater. Holding my breath. So in this one, I feel a stretch all in my legs, all in my legs, in my back. I feel like it really loosens up my back. Also loosens up my glutes. And when you're doing it, like, you have to really focus on breathing as well, I realized. Because obviously when you're doing it, all you want to do is breathe, like, because it's like painful. And obviously when you're painful, your adrenaline starts running, right? When you're in pain. So with this, I really feel like you have to control your breathing. It's getting quite chilly in here and I don't think that's good for me, so I just need to cut the AC a little bit. So I think that breathing is very important, so it keeps you relaxed, you know, because I find as well that when you're also, oh my God. So basically I was 20 minutes into my stretching, and then it just switched off, like it just switched off. Anyway guys, I'm so happy. It's saved. I think I was obviously just filming for too long. So let's keep going. Like, I seriously almost had a fucking heart attack, by the way, because it means I would have had to start again, and I'm like halfway through, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna do last one of this one, and then we'll move on. Also, just to quickly mention, I had I'm gonna sit in this position for the time being to stretch out as well. So I see some people and they can go down. How the fuck can they, can't even do that. So, I'm gonna do this instead to stretch out one side and then the other. So, also with my breathing is a lot better since I had my septoplasty. I can actually breathe through my left nostril now, when as before I couldn't. Oh, this is a nice stretch. It stretches all the way back through here. So good. So good. Oh. And it's very difficult to keep this leg on the floor and focus on stretching this way. Hold. Oh, feels good. Feels very good. Oh my god. So even though I'm actually, when I'm putting my shoulder forward, I'm actually stretching all the way down my back, and it is so good, but also very painful. I would say it's painful actually, I'm over exaggerating. I would say that it's uncomfortable, but it also feels good once it's been done. Oh my god. Do you know when you were a kid and you were able to push down your legs like this, like no fucking problem? I can't do that now. Nope, no chance. No chance of that happening. And by the way, if anyone out there like has any tips, I'm just kind of doing it from what I've seen online, and I'm just kind of going with the flow of my body and how far it would push me. But if anyone's got any tips that they can tell me on how to stretch and how to, you know, do the splits and stuff, please reach out. If I'm doing this all wrong, I would love to know. I would love to know. Shit. Try and sit in the split position. So it's going to be here. And then I just need the split to be like here, but it won't go. Okay. Maybe if I try and even on here, I feel the stretch here. Feels good though, it does feel fucking good. Yeah, definitely less flexible on this leg. I can rock into it. Oh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so I'm gonna call it a wrap for today with that, because I filmed 2 lots of videos, like different YouTube videos, and my storage is now full. So I'm going to do another video of stretching in a week's time, just so you guys can see my progress. Ow, I should have just banged my nose. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Patreon and OnlyFans, and hope that your self-isolation is going well.